Interesting to see all the Bridgies dressed in black. Never had that before.
It was actually funny because all of us were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry about Victor and John and everything, but oh my God, I've never felt sexier. All of our photos were literally it's ridiculous.
I step into Benedict's bedroom.
Yeah, why? Why do you step into Benedict's bedroom?
I just want to be surrounded by your energy and your aura.
Yeah, do you think it's a bit like looking in someone's diary, though?
I mean, she goes through your pictures,
She goes through
your
my
paintings,
stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite one?
No.
What are you doing?
What are you doing in here?
I was.
She's not very good when she's caught out, is she?
It's because that's what happens with Yaren.
I was around the corner and I could not stand the thought of passing by without seeing you.
Who is this woman to you?
Oh, she's jealous of the lady in silver. It's you! It's you!
This is what we were saying. What a strange setup. A love triangle with two people.
Two people.
Yeah.
Do you have feelings for her?
I did. Until I met you.
Someone you would have married?
It does not matter. It is you that I want now, Sophie.
Don't kiss her. Don't do it.
Oh, this is one of those horrible moments where they completely misunderstand each other.
Why do you find it suitable to kiss me?
When she says that, he thinks it's a game.
I know.
It's awful.
Because you are irresistible.
But why is it suitable? Why was it suitable to kiss me by the lake or in the stairwell?
Boom.
Would you have found it suitable to kiss the lady that you met at that ball?
Benedict's uncomfortable.
Or would you have been a gentleman and refused to ruin her? Would you have asked her to be your mistress?
It's heartbreaking reading the speech for the first time, and I also think because she has been the lady in silver and Sophie as the maid, she sees the difference in possibly the treatment that Benedict gives to potentially a noble woman versus someone of a lower class. I think I really admire her in this moment of really lashing it out to Benedict.
I am necessary, and now here you stand attempting to rob me of that too, and for what?
Yeah.
Tell me, please, for what?
I apologise. Forgive me. I will go.
You fucked up.
So bad.
The boys and I were just partaking in our monthly dining club when Benedict has come round. I think he wants to offload a little bit, have a drink, and Colin is already entertaining.
Our wives are gathered at Dankworth House so that we might enjoy our imported cheeses.
Can I just confirm this is just lads eating cheese together?
Yeah.
Great, I just want to make sure.
Would you like a slice of taleggio?
You could see that I'm trying not to laugh. It was so good, the amount of takes we did on that.
So brilliant.
I do not wish to interrupt.
Oh, stay. We can have Barnes bring you a brandy if you wish. Oh, I could never say that line. We could have Barnes bring you a brandy if you wish.
Say that fast.
I love him in this scene.
Or little Gregory.
Yeah.
He hears a few charming young ladies will be in attendance.
We do not often encounter the fairest sex at Eton.
Why have you not asked me? Clearly I am the more seasoned brother.
Yes, but you're not married, so you clearly have not been the most successful.
Rinsed.
Savage.
I courted Mrs. Dankworth an entire summer. Sometimes affection does take time to grow.
That is the thing. Once I meet someone, how do I know if she's interested?
You cannot. Not truly. But you must be brave.
Also, you took
What my eldest
ages.
brother told me to do.
Yeah.
You've known her your entire life. You took ages.
Your own
You're
feelings.
sitting there like,
Still young,
you must
though.
be brave.
Yeah.
I took 20 years.
Well, once you've met that young lady who is meant for you, who challenges you, sees you as you are,
Oh, nice.
you cannot let any amount of fear stop you from letting your heart speak.
I love this about TV. Someone will say something and someone will go, that's the whole point of everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's great.
I never intended to cause either of you distress.
Francesca's had a few drinks and she has thrown a welcome party for Michaela and tried to introduce her to some suitors, which was not wanted.
There are very few people I feel secure with, and John is one of them.
Sonny's so good.
She's so good.
I can't take it.
That's just my face going, whoa, she's so good.
Yeah.
I have never seen him laugh the way he does when he is with you. Which is why, if I am honest, I'm a little envious of your chaos.
This is growth. Francesca.
Being honest about her feelings.
Yeah.
As long as you do not expect me to stay up past 10 o'clock.
Aww.
Same.
Like that.
Fran and her little routines.
I can't tell you how hard
It is to fake hiccup.
Are you a little drunk? I knew you were more forthcoming than usual.
She's smashed.
you are not the only one who can be spirited.
Well, I could use more spirited friends.
Friends then.
Oh, so sweet.
Love that.
Did you ever think about like really pushing the drunk thing and then just be like,
Oh, little drunk!
We finally know who the new neighbour is. She left a calling card before the recital began.
Oh? What is her name?
Araminta Gunn.
Sophie has just found out that Araminta is the next door neighbour, and she goes upstairs to take a breather.
I witness you leave and I go to stop you because if you don't leave her alone, you're going to ruin her.
Fantastic. You know what's tricky? I don't know if you found this. Acting upstairs.
Benedict, leave her be.
I'm out of breath.
Yeah.
And simply forgotten something in my room.
Whatever is going on between the two of you, it is not appropriate. Right at the very beginning of this season, I have witnessed you with virtually every woman in town. Who's to say this is not the same sort of thing and in that way you're going to ruin her?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's not him at his best, put it that way.
Before you chastise me, might I inquire what you're doing with Lord Anderson? You are bedding a man who is not your husband with your children sleeping down
That's
the hallway.
very rude.
That's none of my business, but nor is mine yours.
Any questions? I just think he's sort of pushed and pulled in all sorts of directions at this point.
But also, any kind of sparring that goes on is private, but this is very public.
Very public, but it's sometimes easier when it's your mum, because you're like,
Yes.
well,
Yeah.
we're not going to never speak to each other again, so I can probably just let her have it for one moment.
Sophie, tell me what is wrong.
It would be easier to inform you of what is right.
Well, that is not an answer.
Then I'm afraid I shall not give you one now. Please leave me alone.
No, I'm not going anywhere, not this time.
So he follows her up. Unbeknownst to them, Alice Mondrich is listening in. It would be more fun if she was in the room. Totally different scene, just under the bed.
Come in. I did not ask you to show me a world that could never be mine or to let me believe it could be. Each time you show me, it hurts me. You hurt me. So please let us stop this. I cannot be subjected to more.
Sophie, please.
I will leave first and no other servant see me.
I do not care who sees. All I care
Of course
about...
you do not care who sees, but when do you stop to think about me?
Every moment of every day.
I mean, it's always such a risk, isn't it, telling someone you love them? Like, it's a proper,
Not a single moment.
risky thing to do.
I've heard every qualm you've raised about being with me, and I wish there was some other way for us to be together.
I think this is the hardest thing Benedict's ever done.
I mean, it's like a completely different aspect to him. Like, he's so grounded in this moment.
You deserve the very world. But how else am I to be with a woman society's made it impossible for me to be with? The woman I was foolish enough to fall in love with.
You think of him as very laid back and
But he's
easygoing
so
and
earnest.
actually emotional.
I love you, Sophie.
I don't think he's ever said that to anyone.
Yeah.
You cannot.
No, I cannot. I cannot love a maid. I cannot be with a maid. I cannot think of a maid every waking hour, longing for a life with her. And yet, you have taken possession of me.
You're so
me back to
good in
life.
this scene.
Turn me from
You're
someone
so
who cannot
good in
sit
this
still
scene.
for a moment.
It's a really
to
beautiful
one
speech,
You
and that
deliver
helps.
it so well.
Thank you.
It can be a
It's like
great
you.
speech and it can be delivered poorly.
You will change your mind. Your attention will be drawn elsewhere.
He's struggling to accept it.
Yeah.
I think love is painful for her. I think she has a traumatic memory of what love is.
I love you.
Oh, when you open your arms like that,
With a fire in between.
the apron catching on fire.
I love you.
It's almost like someone needs to extend the olive branch to her first to then be able to open up.
I had hoped I'd not been dragged from my wife and child for such an act of foolishness. A maid? Benedict, if you wish to compare apples to opera singers, we can certainly do that.
It is not the same.
That is giving first sibling, let me tell
Yeah,
you.
it is, isn't it? I think that's Benedict's constant struggle, is that he looks at Anthony, or he looks at his mum as well, and he's like, you're hypocrites. You're telling me I can't do this thing, and you do it.
And if you think I had not convinced myself that mine was also something more, you're mistaken.
Often the people who know you the best will sort of deal with you as they've always dealt with you. And you want to be like, no, I'm different. And I think this is a classic example of that.
I do not know my own mind, and I'm not capable of difficulty. Thank the devil you returned, and with the new heir no less. Congratulations, by the way. Excuse me. I have my own work to do to take care of those I care for.
I'm excited.
Lady Featherington, Mrs. Bridgerton.
I just love that you absolutely tell from the first second you see the back of that dress who it is.
What is it you want?
Penelope.
Look at us. Two unlikely heroines, now married, and married well.
This is the scene where Cressida returns, and she's there to get Pen to come to her ball and also to apologise.
I have kept the details of my return a secret all this time just so you might benefit.
So that you might benefit from me easing your transition back into society.
This, I think, was the first scene I shot for season 4, which was crazy because time had passed, but it also felt like no time had been. It was such a wonderful day back with people who just feel like my family.
If it matters at all, I would like to apologise for last season. And the ones before that.
I think Time Out has made her realise what she did. She was put in a really sticky situation, kind of with one decision to make. Not being the best decision to have to make. Blackmail is never a good idea.
I'd like to give you this. An invitation to my first ball as Lady Penwood.
I love that she doesn't start with the apology, but I'm glad that she does apologise.
Yes, it will benefit me if you attend, but perhaps you might also enjoy yourself.
I have an interview tomorrow at Penwood House under the new lady of the house. Sophie has just overheard a conversation with Benedict and Anthony, and I think she gets another wake-up call of thinking that all these offers he gives to her can never be, and so she decides to quit her position at the Bridgerton house. It is kind of you. Most gentlemanly, but you do not owe me anything.
Really strong that she sort of says, well, you don't owe me anything.
Just constantly says a lot about how she views herself.
Yeah.
It's almost like a mantra for her, like, know your place, and that is being a maid, serving people, and never falling in love.
Society should not be allowed to dictate the rules of how one lives life.
So now it's like, okay, I've got a plan. Basically, I'll sort of compartmentalise my life. I'll be in society and then, come to my cottage. You can live there with the Crabtrees.
I am capable of caring for you, just as I have cared for women I've known who are of the ton. Just as I have cared for some men whom I've known intimately.
She's like, okay. Processing this information.
And I refuse to be at all ashamed.
Nor should you.
About that.
Yeah, it's very gentle. It's very light touch, which, again, I've always liked about that side of Benedict, that it's not like a big sort of like angsty confession. I really believe him when he says, I refuse to be at all ashamed about it.
Yeah,
and you're like,
so
wow, that's
earnest.
really cool.
Yeah.
It could be something that you'd want to sort of like not really go into, but I think it's just try and sort of coax her out of her shell.
I know. Pull it out of her.
And what if you change your mind? Promises can be broken as easily as they are made.
Sophie, I'm not so fickle.
You have said you would never marry, but what if a life in secret weighs on you?
Like I said before, to be intimate with someone, I think you do have to be honest. And it's actually quite a big thing for her to even say it out loud to Benedict.
How could you possibly...
Because I am illegitimate. My mother was a maid. And my father
was a nobleman.
I feel like she has to tell him so he can understand why she might be constantly rejecting him and the idea and these offers that he gives so earnestly. She's trying to hit him with more reality. No, you don't fully grasp the situation.
Yes, you're constantly sort of like being like, but remember?
Allow me the chance to show you that I will keep my promise.
I hope you return with something of value this time, Mrs. Bridgerton.
We see dear Penelope discuss wanting to step back from writing Whistledown.
But it was thoughtless of me to say that to you of all people, Your Majesty.
I do not need an apology.
The butterfly wig.
It's great. I want to know what is going on with Benedict Bridgerton.
The truth is, I do not know. Now that I am known publicly, I'm avoided like the plague by anyone with any real gossip.
Gorgeous.
Because for everyone in the ton, Whistledown functions just as this palace does for you. It keeps them trapped.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps, actually. That's so weird, I literally am.
I'm certain for you that Whistledown is one of your only ways of living in the outside world.
It's a brave
Knowing
thing
what
to
it
do,
feels
isn't
like
it?
to
To
be
come
safe and
and
fine.
put the mirror up to the
It will
Queen.
be pleasant to give society a reprieve. To allow them to simply live their lives the way they wish.
This is where she
Without
hears,
fear.
I think, for the first time, the Queen. And Danbury's like, are you? Yeah. She realises what you've asked.
And actually, for Danbury, it's kind of lovely that someone else can say it.
She's listened to what you've said,
Yeah.
but this is where she really, really hears.
Well done, Penelope.
Louise. Good evening. Cressida's first ball as Lady Penwood. It's her sort of stepping back into society and hoping that things will just be forgotten. And of course, Penelope comes and does what Cressida had done to her.
I shall have to make a speech to distract them.
Those sleeves. You know, I think we shot for 3 days on this one, and it was the first time that I was leveled with the Queen, with Golda, because even though she wasn't there, I had my own tent for my costume. So it felt like a real win. I was in a corset from my hips to the top and loads of hooks to hook it onto my corset, which was crazy. So I got to experience what Golda goes through, and it's no walk in the park, but it was such a beautiful dress, and it was just great to be back with everybody and have a giggle. Pink champagne.
What is this? Did you allow this?
Livid.
If there is anything that unites us all, it is our secrets. As the keeper of yours these past years, it is time at last for this author to tell you a few of her own. There is a comfort in knowing that
Always looks in such pain, Cressida. I think she was hoping that Pen would help her make things okay, and seeing as she has a connection with the Queen, hoping that she would say something nice about her and that things would be easier. That's obviously now not gonna happen, so she's pretty bummed about it.
I am resting my pen. The issue you hold in your hands will be my last.
She will not write about tonight. Perhaps that is for the best.
Trying to find the bright side, I guess.
How did they react?
The news certainly put the ball into disarray, Your Majesty.
Just as I hoped. You have upstaged Lady Penwood. Very well. I look forward to seeing what you will write next, Mrs. Bridgerton. And you will bring me any gossip you might hear? I love that little, oh, but you will bring me some gossip, won't you? You know,
Don't leave me completely.
Don't leave me.
Yeah.
That, I think that's really beautiful in terms of letting go of that control over somebody or over an idea. Lady Danbury.
Your Majesty. Danbury's parked the idea that she's going to be allowed to leave by this point, and she's sort of made herself reconcile to that. And then we just get this tiny moment of surprise for Danbury.
Nothing is said, but everything is being said.
Yeah. The audience has the full weight of the whole of their history to understand that these two women who have come into this situation as young women having to navigate their way through all this just to come all the way forward to that little point. The simplicity of it is the weight of it. You know, it's you don't have to be operatic with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very, very moving scene. Very, very moving scene.
Another blue piece.
That goes in the sky.
That is an awful.
We're doing puzzle.
We're doing a puzzle.
You do not like an awful lot of anything.
Well, I like a moderate amount of sky, some clouds and trees to pen it in. There's a much more comfortable view.
Oh, I should like to see the whole sky at once.
I think this dialogue's so clever.
This is the last
Yeah, I
piece.
love it.
Sums them up. As you have both been exceptionally helpful, I think one of you should do the honours.
Well, I think it should be me. I put together so much of the ground.
And I completed the sky. You cannot have one without the other.
Shall we place it together?
It's a really gorgeous metaphor that they do both complete her.
With that, I think I shall lie down for a nap.
I just want to stop you there, John. Don't.
Revive.
Are you sure you need a nap?
Will you wake me?
Of course.
At least, what a lovely image you got to walk out on, though. Do you know what I mean?
I know. Yeah, it is really important for John to see them getting along so well.
Also, he just did a puzzle. What a way to go.
Lord Anderson. The last
Thank you,
time
Mr.
she saw Anderson, she sort of dismisses the idea, you know, let's take the marriage idea off the table. And then I'm slightly, then I'm a little bit affronted by that.
Are you wishing to end this?
We were trying to get the timing of this. Is there a reason you ask?
Well, our conversation the other day, you made it quite apparent that you do not wish to formalize anything. Is there, why is that?
Violet, because you have been so distressed by what the children might or might not know.
Yeah.
I feel distressed for you.
Exactly.
And I thought it would put you at ease to know that there is no need to formalize anything.
Oh, I see.
I really dressed up for the occasion.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
That was very kind of you.
But you should know, if you did wish to formalize our
You
attachment,
know, I feel like a tit.
there is nothing in the world that would bring me greater joy. You've been very considerate.
You are, though. You are.
Your children are your whole life. And I know I can never replace the late Lord Bridgerton in your heart, as I will always hold a special affection for Miss. I would never wish to usurp your
Step back. I know.
It's just it's like easy. It would be a remarkable thing.
Would be rather a relief not to have to sneak around anymore.
You are a practical woman. I love that about you. I love you, in fact.
Oh.
Wasn't expecting to say that.
No, she hasn't heard
Wasn't
that for a
expecting
long
to hear it
time.
either.
I think she's really grateful for the attention.
I would very much like to marry you.
Yes, I will.
John.
Oh, this is horrible. God.
John, wake up.
It's so heartbreaking, yeah.
It's so different watching it compared to filming it, though, because filming it, Victor's there behind the camera going,
Is this what Papa's funeral was like?
We're at the funeral.
I was not born.
This is the field. We hadn't seen any of this.
Interesting to see all the Bridgies dressed in black. Never had that before.
It was actually funny because all of us were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry about, like, you know, Victor and John and everything, but oh my God, I've never felt sexier. All of our photos were literally like, it's ridiculous.
Let us all have a biscuit, shall we?
We went mental this day.
Do you know what's in these?
We
I
went
have
fully,
always wondered.
fully mental. I mean, we've mirrored this in real life, where I feel like I've had a panic attack on set, and then Hannah's been like, name 5 things you can see.
No, you do this for me all the time.
What else do you think? I taste vanilla.
I remember feeling frustrated I wasn't in the biscuit bit.
You weren't in this bit.
No, I meant the back.
You missed out on the biscuit banter.
Probably a little Sultan, perhaps. I am so grateful to all of you for your support and attention, but
I believe that your sister would like us all to act normally, if only for a time.
yes. Thank you. Perhaps we could talk about someone else instead. How are you, Mother?
Oh.
How is your friend, Lord Anderson?
Well,
Mother, I need to speak to you about Sophie.
Oh.
I remember this day being like, I can't believe this is the first I've heard about Sophie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember being like, this is the first I've known about this. Like, this is wild.
Sophie to the dogs. What is going on exactly? Your brother is in love with your lady's maid, only she has left us in the middle of the night without saying goodbye. Mom. I am sorry. What?
Please do not write about this.
I am not
I cannot lose her to the Americans. I need to know how one might charter a boat. If she just left this morning, there may yet be time.
It will be all right.
Will you all be quiet a moment?
Please.
Love it.
Hazel has something to tell you.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I have good news and bad news. The good news being Mr. Bridgerton will not be needing a boat.
Yeah.
Well, come bad on! News, yeah.
And the rest.
That was
day as well.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Someone is here to see you.
Sophie is in prison. Araminta has come to give you a way out.
Hello, Sophie. How rude. You should be grateful a lady has even come to such an undesirable place. Especially as I've come to help you.
Help me?
Yes. I want to be generous. You could avoid a trial, your public
Look at you.
humiliation, any possible damage to the Bridgerton household for harbouring you.
How? She's so
confession.
evil. Yeah, that's you, babe. That's your acting. It's because you're incredible.
If I admit you impersonated someone you were not, that you stole from me.
I did not.
You did.
You have stolen everything from me.
Why do you hate me so much?
And I will
Why do you
not
hate
give you
me so much?
to make your
Excuse me, you're the one that's treated one and the same. Oh, whoa, okay. I would beg to differ.
At least now, you shall get what you deserve.
It's so hard to do scenes with you like this because when they call cut, you're like, I'm sorry, I know.
This will not go well for you.
Oh, look at that power walk.
Wow.
Whoa.
That was fun.
Powerful
that was a fun
stuff.
scene.
Without any witness to speak on your behalf.
Oh my God, this is such a funny scene. Oh my God, I was living my anatomy of a fool dream. I loved that scene. We had so much fun.
Sir, I must ask you to release this woman at once.
What is the meaning of this?
Look at you all smug.
Benedict Bridgerton, son to the late Viscount Edmund Bridgerton and brother to the Viscount Anthony Bridgerton.
That's right.
And brother to the
Absolutely
Duke
he
of
is. It's perfect.
The girl is accused of stealing from a countess.
You besmirched my honour over a pair of shoe clips.
They must have been tremendously valuable.
Come on, Violet Bridgerton. Oh, go away,
Making a
Violet.
based on her
It's 3
character,
against
but these
1.
charges
I know,
are
it's so unfair.
unfounded.
They are certainly not.
Do you have any proof?
Oh my God, I remember doing that, and Anya, our director, was like, Katie, you're getting a bit like on the gritty side, like
If this family
a bit rough around the edges. Can you like hone it in?
Oh, really?
Oh, sorry, that's my Motherwell blast coming through. That will be insufficient, as she also stands accused of impersonating a lady. A lady in a
I'm
silver
just like,
dress
guys,
at the
what's going
very
on?
masquerade ball held by the Dowager Lady Bridgerton. I will have justice.
Then we shall need time to mount a defence for Miss Peck.
What kind of defence can there possibly be, except that she has clearly clouded Mr. Bridgerton's judgment by seducing him?
I did no such thing.
How dare you imply that my son is...
Order! I will have order!
Magistrate Burton, we will provide Miss Peck with a barrister. Until then, I want to
I'm like, pretty please. Oh yeah, that always works. It's like the Puss in Boots moment, isn't it? Oh yeah.
for your aid. Might you release her into my custody until things are set to rights?
Oh, look at Ruth.
We would be so grateful that you indulge my poor mother.
My poor
I
mother.
will release Miss Beck on bail, on condition that
Yes,
she
that
remains
is right.
in the Bridgerton household.
Mic
And you will
drop.
guarantee
Whatever.
she does not leave that house.
We're still in character.
Might I
Sorry, Elizabeth.
talk with one another unless you are able to reach an agreement amongst yourselves.
To a certain extent, she thought that she and Violet were, similar in a sense. And then I think in this moment she realizes, actually, no,
There is
you're
to
weak.
be noted. What do you think the Queen will say when she finds out you are harbouring a criminal? One you. A
It was so hard to be like unkind to Bruce.
I know.
She's just
an
too
angel, isn't she?
Yeah. What are you trying to say about me?
And will you be using this shade of pink for your country estate as well?
So you're about to witness Eloise coming to the Penwood house. She's trying to sneak someone in to get some intel. Obviously, Cressida doesn't know this. She thinks that she's come because she's missed her so much and wants to see her. And they're having a catch up over tea.
I know why you are truly here. You have finally succumbed to the mania. The marriage mania.
That's like a
It's clear you're at last imagining what it would be like to have a husband one day. And you wish to know what it is like.
Oh. I love Claudia too much. I could watch Claudia Jessie all day, every day. Her comic timing is impeccable. I love her.
I do understand your view of things, how marriage steals independence and liberty, Mary Wollstonecraft and all that.
You read Mary Wollstonecraft?
You would not stop talking about her last season.
I think she's come back. The worst case scenario happened for her. It felt like all hope had gone. She went away, she read a bunch of books, a bit of Eloise rubbed off on her, and she made the most of her time, which I'm sure wasn't all, you know, sunshine and rainbows and whales. She's got a strength, and she came back, she fell in love. That's changed things for her, and softened her, I think.
You never belonged in that house, or with your parents. I should like to apologize. All that business with you nearly having to marry a man 3 times your age last season.
This is a moment of like clearing the air and having hope kind of drop back in.
I was far too self-interested, really.
I don't blame her. She never blamed Eloise for anything that she did. It's a moment of hope that maybe with time to come, there's a way back to each other, because they did have something really special then.
Look what one of the maids helped me rescue from the bin.
Oh.
I think it gives a character, no?
I love this scene.
So.
This is my favourite scene to film this year. I think after John's passing, Hyacinth feels really shaken because she's such a romantic, and I think this is a moment where they've both really learnt from each other.
I think that would be a mistake.
You cannot be serious. After you incessantly mocked my lesson.
I love that dress. Yes.
You
They
look
were
gorgeous.
extremely remarkable.
I thought you would be thrilled.
We have known that young woman since she was 11 years old.
Yeah.
Same with Will, who plays Gregory, and each year we kind of get to see more and more As of wonderful them. as that sounds. And it's honestly our greatest pleasure. They are the most amazing young people ever. If they were my kids, I'd be like, I cannot believe how much I've smashed this. Happened to John. It is beyond awful. It frightens me too more than I care to admit. Some things are out of our control. What is in our control is our ability to support one another and ensure that we do.
Eloise is the one sibling that really connects with every other sibling. I know that she's close with like Benedict, but like look at this. We had it
She has
last
a go,
season.
yeah.
You have it with every single one.
I can see that on occasion, marriage might have its advantages. Companionship, family, a prime seat at a soiree. And then, if not for mother and father's marriage, we would not all have each other.
The money for your dowry. It was our money. It should have been our money. But you stole it from us. You stole him from us. My girls needed a father. They needed his love. I needed his love. But instead, you were there.
Oh, you look gorgeous in that dress.
Araminta, he loved you too. I saw it. And you have the love of your daughters. Both of them. Do not take it for granted. Trust me, it serves no one.
Richard was a good man.
Yeah, I think it's like a really pivotal scene because Sophie needs to forgive Araminta to be able to make room for love in her life. And if she holds on to that resentment, she's not going to be able to let the good things actually flourish.
Because she's so used to Sophie kind of, you know, firing back. And this is really the first time that she doesn't.
It's almost like when you expect what one's reaction is going to be and when they don't, that's actually the thing that shakes you. Yeah.
To see that vulnerability that we just never get to see in Araminta. It's like fun to
Yeah,
play as an
absolutely.
actor.
If you ruin me, I will ruin her.
And vice versa.
Come on, Violet,
We
yeah.
shall all agree to a more mutually beneficial recounting of events.
Well, Mr. Bridgerton, I am told you are in love. Dear God, I sounded like my mother then.
May I present Miss Sophie Gunn?
Gunn? As in the late Lord Penwood?
She is the daughter of his cousin.
Were you not just saying how much they resembled each other, Lady Penwood?
Go on, Violet. Try and make it smooth.
I was.
She has spent most of her life in the country and has only just come to town.
Do you know what's so lovely about this scene? You have all these women strategizing and not saying the thing, but saying the thing they need to say for it to work. Do you speak?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Is what they say true?
that you are a relation of the late Earl?
I can say with complete conviction, Your Majesty, that I am by birth and by education a daughter of Penwood House.
Do I do the chin? Yes! The chin! You would have made a wonderful diamond. All the diamonds have got the chin.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. She's blessed her.
Yes, yes.
No, Your Majesty, I do not believe so.
I think there was. But carry on. Quite delightful.
Yeah.
All this backroom shenanigans.
Yeah. Nobody believes that the Queen is being fooled for a second.
Was that not absurd?
It was a truly mad plan.
She's certainly full of new energy, that Mrs. Mondridge. Though I do not know if her plan worked because she planned it well or because of the sheer lack of a plan.
Oh, well, she was right about one thing. You do enjoy being amused. It's lovely that they can dance in public.
Yes.
They can be absolutely out, but we can still have a laugh about you're going to make some cash on the side.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. With Mrs. Bridgerton.
Oh, yes. The bet shall be settled.
The show absolutely celebrates the place of those long-term friendships. We all know that they are gold, and if you get them in your life, they will just see you through
sustain you
everything.
through your whole life.
Yeah.
We have such fun together. Yes, we do. I will miss you. Friendship rules. Oh, bother. I command these to stop.
To stop.
Oh my God.
There we are.
What a noise.